What is up and welcome back to the channel. Today we got the truck all loaded up and we are on our way to Bristol, Florida. Stay tuned. What's up guys? We are all loaded up. I got Atlas and Mixie back here in the car and we are on our way to Bristol, Florida. I did end up finding a campsite on Hipcamp, I believe is what the app is called Sweet Toledo. It's right on the river over there in Bristol. Looks pretty sweet. Some of our buddies are already over there and have FaceTimed us a couple of times to show us what the area looks like. Pretty sweet. There's water and electricity hookups, but there's no bathroom, so you had to bring your own. I haven't gone camping in a while, and we've had quite a few upgrades to FJ, so I'm excited to see how this new version of the FJ fares and this whole overlanding thing. We're getting ready to leave Navarre, and we are on the way to pick up G from work, where we'll then proceed the rest of the way to Bristol. I think it's about 2 hours of a drive from here. So I will update you guys along the way. Hey guys, we did end up making it to the campsite. We got all set up, got the back of the FJ going, and even ran some of the string lights. My buddies Zach and Gigi are over there enjoying the lava box over there right now. So we're gonna enjoy a few drinks tonight and then we're gonna get settled in for bed. I'll talk to you guys in the morning. It is the next morning. We stayed up pretty late, just kind of having some laughs and drinks around the fire. So right now I'm getting going on breakfast. G actually just knocked out some coffee, and I'll flip the camera on and show you guys what the current setup is. And the river over here is pretty awesome. I'll make sure that I throw the drone up so you guys can get that perspective. So here's the current setup. Gigi's over there taking pictures of Mixie and Atlas. But this is how we currently have the camp kitchen at work. So we're gonna do some breakfast burritos. We just got some eggs, pico de gallo cheese. Gigi just made coffee using the jet boil. Always comes out pretty good. I ended up forgetting my actual camping pan at home, so this was just one I grabbed from Publix along the way. And yeah, I'm loving the Dometic fridge. Keeps everything we need nice and cold the whole trip. We did get kind of lucky. It got pretty cold last night, but this site does have water and power, so I brought a long extension cord so that Gigi could have her heated blanket up there in the top of the tent. It kept us pretty warm last night because I think it got down to right around 30. So it's pretty chilly last night. And just like that, breakfast is done. So I think Gigi's getting ready to roll some burritos for everybody. We got the tortillas, cheese, and pico de gallo right over there. And then we got some extra plates right in here. So as she's doing that, I'm gonna clean up the mess. And then we're gonna sit down, have some breakfast, and then we gotta figure out something to do with the propane, because the 5-pound propane tank, we burned through that real quick last night because we kept turning up the heat rather than keeping that at a constant. And then my buddy Barrett right here brought some firewood too, but he got cold last night because he got here really early. We burned through that too, so right now we don't have a way of having a fire tonight, so we got to go do that after breakfast. How we do?
That's some good campfire cooking right there, baby.
All right guys, I kind of just wanted to talk through this Bison Gear shelf. This thing ended up saving us so much space that we absolutely needed by having both of the dogs in the back of the truck. So with both of the dogs inside of the truck, literally this whole space is gone. Atlas sleeps right here and Mixie sleeps right there. So the only space we have is the floorboard and what's back here in the back of the truck. So that shelf really helped us to organize and figure out how we wanted to set the truck up, because this is our first trip with both dogs with us, so it worked out pretty well. I think I'm to the point where I got the system pretty much dialed. Just things that I forgot this time around. I actually ended up forgetting my spatula and a pan. So this is one I got from Publix. My buddy Barrett had this one. But those are just things that I forgot that I need to just leave in the truck, so I don't have to worry about having those things. And the only thing that I think I'll change is maybe this Dometic battery, because we're fortunate enough here to have power. But normally this battery, I think when I run this fridge all day, and I think I have it set to 36 degrees, you can see that right there, that thing will die within like a day and a half. So it definitely doesn't have the legs that I want it to have. We'll we'll see what we're sitting at right now as far as battery power goes on this thing. So we're at 69%, and that was running all day yesterday at 36 degrees Fahrenheit. But it is super cold out here where we're at right now. I think the temperature is only 50 degrees and the stuff is in the shade. So it looks like it might get a little bit longer legs out of it right now. But I think the battery that I do want to upgrade to is a Blue Yeti one. I think it's the AC 180 is one that I'm thinking about going to. From what I've seen on YouTube, I'm hearing that you can get closer to 4 days out of that one because it's about double the size of this battery as far as power output goes. And it's a square, and it doesn't have like a weird grab handle on the top. This grab handle I hate about this battery because I can't like stack anything on top of it, so it makes it kind of weird when trying to pack it in. It just creates a dead zone of space above it because you can't stack anything. So that's kind of where we're at right now with the back of the FJ. It's pretty dialed. I'm kind of liking how it all came out. Alrighty guys, I also wanted to show you the campsite. Everything that you guys see out here outside of the coolers and my lava box over here is what comes at the campsite. So there's already a big fire pit that's set up over here, and this is a huge fire pit, guys. You have to get a pretty big fire going to get heat from that thing. But all these chairs and the fire pit's already out here, the bench is already out here, a grill's out here, and 2 tables. So I think this campsite is normally for like 9 to 10 people. And then over there is your water. Then right here is your electricity. It has a couple breakers in there that you flip and then to turn the power on. I think my only gripe about this place is there's only 3 spots, and I thought from just the pictures that we were going to be a little more spaced out than what it actually ended up being. But one of the things that I love is this right over here is a huge river. Just wanted to show you guys how big this actual river is. And the campgrounds are literally right next to the river, which is awesome. But one thing you got to pay attention to is these signs say stay away from the cliff face because it's unstable. And you can see up the river a little bit. It's like a, I don't know, 15-foot drop. So just something to keep in mind. Get ready to throw the drone up to give you guys another angle. Alright guys, I just wanted to show you this view. The sunset's pretty crazy. So we just got the fire going. Just finished grilling out. My buddy Barrett made some burgers and brats. So we're chowing down on those right now. And I got the lights plugged in over here on the FJ. Kind of set the mood a little bit. So this awning from Overland Kings does have the lights that are built into the legs. Right here, there's a plug for them right down here at the end. But I kind of like these string lights a little bit better just because they have more functionality. So you can press the button on these string lights right here, and you can make these lights do a bunch of different things, like strobe, flash, kind of pulse, dim. So you can kind of do a lot with it. So that's kind of why I like it a little bit more. Loving the back of the FJ. That shelf is clutch. So glad I bought that. Freed up that room that we were looking for. And honestly, guys, the FJ is pretty dialed at this point. I don't have much more that I can do to it, but there's also not much more that I need. The only request I had was from G. She wanted some sort of shower solution or bathroom solution. So I did end up finding a tent, shower tent that'll bolt right to this lower rail of the rooftop tent and take up this space right here. So I will make a installation video of that shower tent once it gets here. But once we have that, we're dialed and set for any trip that comes after this. What's up, guys? I just wanted to touch base one last time. We just ended up packing and leaving the campsite pretty early. The campsite itself was overall pretty nice, but we got a 2.5 hour push back to Navarre, Florida. So we're trying to hit the road early. We got some errands and stuff we need to run today. And then it was kind of hard to sleep last night because it was some sort of animal or coyotes or something making a ton of noise last night. So it kind of kept us all up. So my buddy Zach was up like at 6, packing his stuff up, getting ready to go. So we left shortly thereafter him. We're making this push home. I'll touch base with you guys again once I get home. And just like that, we made it back home. So we're just unloading the truck right now, getting all this stuff out of the truck, all the pillows and stuff, and then opening up all the tents because you can see that there is quite a bit of condensation that's on the awning, and the rooftop tent is the same way. So we got to open all the stuff up and let it air out so that we don't get mold. But other than that, guys, that was Bristol, Florida. The campground was Sweet Toledo. I'll put all that information down in the comment section. But if you guys like this one, please hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll be back with another one next week. Thanks.